All right, looks like we have lost Leanne's audio connection, but you are getting a sense now that church that is being destroyed as we...
Okay, this is my entry for, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that in the first 30 seconds of a video. I think those words you're not supposed to say because of the way that this video production thing or this video hosting thing works out. Okay, 30 seconds into it, here we go. All right, now I can start talking and see my things that I say in this video are my own ideas and no one else is responsible. So all my friends and family, acquaintances, or even people I don't even know yet, if they hear anything kind of weird, anything questionable, man, I've done a lot of videos. The last, I think 2008 was the first year that I ever posted anything. You could look up that video. Was the first year that I ever posted anything. You could look up that video. It's called Washington Goat Cut. And that Washington Goat Cut was a precursor to the Pennsylvania Pig Puncture. Puncture video was something that I guess was one of those videos that I uploaded that actually got a lot of views. And my main video that ever got a lot of views is the video that I did. Well, I have 30 seconds to convince you to watch my video. So here it is. The first 30 seconds I'm going to talk about that it takes 30 seconds to get someone really interested in your video. And that's part of the whole thing that I learned in the last 666 videos that I've done. I've learned a lot. I mean, it's a process. It's a learning process. It's like every time you do a video, it's like an experiment because you don't know what works. You don't know what's going to take off. And that is the whole nature of this whole video making process. The thing is that as a human being, you have the capacity to be creative. You have a capacity to have imagination. Those things, imagination and creativity and the need. Some people don't need attention. And the funny thing with me, I was born in North Hollywood over, nearly 50 years ago. I was born in North Hollywood and I just thought, oh, well, because I was born in North Hollywood, I have a connection to Hollywood that I need to be able to create some content. And it's funny, with the internet and being able to broadcast yourself, you're able to make content that you see fit, things that you want to express yourself, things that you want to put out there in this whole, well, I don't know, I haven't heard them call it cyberspace anymore. I heard of Cybertrucks, cyberpunk, all that stuff. There's so many different things that make content very interesting to people. And yeah, you want to be relevant to whatever you're creating. You want to have some script, if possible. You write a script, you prepare to put out the content that you want to see. And what's funny about this whole, oh man, that's a bummer. I was trying to record. You know, I'll be completely honest. The stuff that I put out on the internet is not stuff that I typically consume, because I do like to watch a little bit of entertainment, and there is different types of content that get viewed. I mean, if you're already someone that's rich and famous, you're going to be able to get a lot of people to view your videos. And that is the truth, because for the most part, people will see your content and be like, oh my gosh, that's pretty interesting content. Like right now and today, this week, I mean, some of the content that I put out this week was really windy in the background. That was really meant to be some sort of different creative, dramatic effect, because I wanted to have people kind of hear what's going on. Replacing the timing belt on a 2001 Audi, which I didn't really even replace the timing belt, but I mean, that's one of those educational videos that give you a little bit of insight on how the process works, but it's not going to exactly show you every step by step. But I got a lot of views, and hopefully it helps someone out there just to see that. I mean, gives someone confidence to do it themselves and to have a little bit of more insight, because a timing belt on an Audi or any import or any car with the built-in timing, yeah, it's not a good idea to mess that up, because if you make the timing go off on that vehicle, it would be ruined. It'd be messed up. Fires this week here in Los Angeles. You see in the distance the fire? Whoa, that is crazy stuff. Whoa, yeah, that's what has been happening in LA for the last 3 days. Today is January 9th, 2025. Can you believe that? And for those of you who are trying to start a YouTube channel, by all means go for it, man. Because I mean, it's just the first step of everything is just a step. The first initial thing that you got to do is just press forward and be able to.
Grace is when you get what you don't deserve. Like the free gift of God is salvation.
I've done over 666 videos on my Timothy Damas channel, which has been entertainment mostly for me, because out of all the views, it's me probably watching the video myself, which is yeah, kind of just the nature of video production. And one channel that I have, the TD Damas channel, I'm just doing a series about facing 50, because at the end of the year I'm going to be 50 years old if I make it that far. And of course, you know, it's not to be gloom and doom, but I mean, gosh, you think about the fires that are here in Los Angeles. I mean, people wait their whole life to build a property, to build a house, to go up in smoke like that. It's pretty sad. I mean, it's like with everything, you know, everything.
And just make this like evil smile.
And that's my Timothy Damas channel. I use my iPhone to upload videos because I'm able to edit it and work it out, and to you know, kind of take out those placeholder words, because that could be really annoying for some people to hear, like okay, like, sure. I mean, a lot of placeholder words, and by all means, if you could edit that stuff out, that's probably a good idea to do that. But you know, for the most part, with this video about, like, I've made over 600 videos, and this is what I've learned. I learned that really it's all about being at the right place at the right time. Just like what I see in the distance. It's really sucky kind of situation. I mean, I'm not at all like, it's devastation, man. It's like getting older. It could be a devastating experience, but you got to embrace it. And see, that's like a placeholder word that you don't want to use. But after making all these videos all this time, what I learned is that basically is really up to the people what they want to see. If they want to see someone talking about, oh, I made, you know, what inspired me was watching videos of people saying, I've made 200 videos and this is what I've learned, and I'm monetized and I'm on the way of making $50,000 a month. Gosh. I mean, that would wipe out my debt. 1 month would wipe out my debt. That'd be okay. I wouldn't complain. But then again, it's about being at the right place, the right time, being able to have a good sense of direction, a good sense of what makes sense. Because at the end of the day, it's the end of the day. You know, I'm using two phones right now because I'm trying to do my video for the TD Damas channel and talking about facing 50, facing crisis, facing things that are just suck, man. I mean, I've talked about a lot of different things in my videos in the last 5 years. I've showed video of me and my ex-wife when we were kind of having good moment, good content. I mean, my wife wasn't really into the YouTube stuff and all that business, but you know, I haven't even presented much information about this. But I'm gonna take some pictures now since I'm on the roof during my break at my workplace. And if you watch my other videos, you'll see what I do for a living. Look it up, because that was one video that did well for like two minutes. Is a video about me being a dialysis technician for the last 10 years. Now it's been almost 15 years. Imagine that. So it's a lot of different experiences that I have had in the last 5 years to show, maybe help someone out there. Remember, you got to be laser focused. Is a really important thing, to be laser focused when you're making content, and also to have a good pulse on the culture and pop culture and stuff like that. That's going to make people want to watch your content. My actual, what's that called? The contradictory one is being spiritual and not religious. But how about if I'm religious and spiritual at the same time? Is that a possibility? I would say so. I would say I am spiritual and religious. Because religious, that was a bummer. I just dropped my phone. Oh. But like I was saying, I feel like I had this certain idea that I was going to have some fame creating content, or I even was a background actor for a little while. I mean, the people that I have watched videos about making content, these are people that have already had some success in the entertainment industry or news industry, or they have some talent that people want to experience, some talent or some expertise. I have expertise on stuff, but for the most part, I don't have as much expertise as I did. And that's just because, you know, I do have a lot of experiences in life in general with everything that has happened in my life. And yeah, and I do say that I'm like I call myself a below average type of guy, which in my perspective I am, because when you're around all these different people that have different experiences and different people that have a lot to offer, you do want to latch onto those. Like I've done a little bit of commentary on Andrew Tate, and of course no one's going to listen to me because I haven't plowed through a bunch of women and I haven't created any really questionable content. I have had videos that I put out there that was very unsettling maybe for some people, and I did some of the unsettling content for some sort of like creative purposes, and I thought for the most part that maybe it was like educational and informative stuff, just like having the video of this fire in the distance at Pacific Palisades. I'm safe. Meanwhile, there's some people that aren't safe. There's some people that are dead. All kind of different scenarios that when you get older, and as you get old, you kind of come to the conclusion, it's like, man, that's kind of a sucky situation. And how do you navigate that? How could I help people navigate through these things in life? And that's basically like kind of what my channel is about, and that's kind of what my experience is. When you make more content, the more experience you get, and the more you understand how this whole process works. Sometimes people are going to watch your videos, sometimes people aren't going to watch your videos. You know, sometimes it gets squashed by the powers, and sometimes it doesn't. So just be creative, because we're humans, and humans have the capacity to be creative and maybe even the need to.